welcome to another Transformers Revenge of the Fallen review. This time we're going to be looking at the Voyager class, the Fallen. So here we have the Fallen in his vehicle mode, which is just another type of Cybertronian jet thingy, which a lot of people seem to like better than movie 1 Megatron's, but not so much for me. The first movie Megatron is really I like that one. This one, I mean, it looks okay overall, but I'm not a huge fan of it. There's nothing really stands out to me. Does have these orange bits that make it look like it's on fire from burning from the inside, as the Fallen should be. Has this weird kind of almost eyes in this I guess if you want to call it the cockpit. It's more, not really much of anything. It does have some landing gear on the bottom. One here at the front, which I'll go ahead and fold these up. And two more that are actually on the legs here. Fold it too bad. There we go. I don't really care too much for the landing gear. I mean, really, what does he need it for? I mean, he said he looks just about the same if you're using a landing gear or not. If you had him sitting on a table. The legs are a little bit awkward looking in this mode, but other than that, it's, in my opinion, just looks like a jumbled mess. As it doesn't really resemble too much of a jet, except for this nose cone here and these, which could look like wings. It doesn't really have any engines in the back, but oh well. It's not much of a mode, but it's alright for the character. What the character is really more geared toward is the robot mode. Get to the transformation, which is pretty simple. First, we're just going to detach the arms here. Fold those up, and then do the same thing with the legs here. Okay, then I'll fold these forward. Oh, and flip this faceplate down, which is covering his face, but it's not attached at all. Just fold that out of the way for now. Rotate this whole section around. Fold the legs around so the silver part here is facing outward. And then fold it around at the ankle again. Okay. And you can rotate the arms down like this, which are held into place by these two tabs here in these holes. Rotate the hands and arms around. The hands are actually a little bit stiff. Okay. Take this back section that you folded before and fold it up like this. And go ahead and fold these pieces in too. And then take the nose cone, flip that up. Take this section here, end it behind his head and pull it back. Okay. And that is just about him, the Fallen in robot mode. Now you have a couple options here you can do. Oh, the feet are spring loaded, so they can be a little bit tricky to get him to stand upright, because much as some people say, unless you have a lucky one, it doesn't just always just spread them apart, just trying to flop them down. It's a little bit tricky at sometimes. But like I was saying, you have a couple options you want to do. You can just leave his arms freely, like so, or you can take these little rubbery bits here and secure them to these other rubbery bits here, which lock them in place. You can see right there. And I was a little bit concerned because I thought it was going to really restrict his movement, but you can still move his arms a little bit. This allows for that, but it can't do the full 360 with his arms. But plus, I think it just really adds to the look of a figure. It just makes him look a little more alien. Okay. He does have a weird kind of weapon, I guess if you want to call it. You flip these parts out that form some sort of weapon, but I'm not sure how accurate that is. You can fold these flames here out if you want, which looks real stupid in my opinion. And if you have those flames out, you can snap his head forward and those will come back out. But it just looks better just like this to me. And because of his spring-loaded feet, he does have a little bit of a tendency to kind of lean forward, and it'll be kind of easy to fall over. And since he's fallen, that's pretty funny. Fallen likes to fall over. Okay. His hands are very rubbery too. There's many fingers on each one. No real posability, unless you really count that, and can go in and out. When his arms are not attached to these rubber sides here, they can go all the way around. His legs have many points of articulation, but you can't really do many poses with them because the spring-loaded feet don't really allow for that. And anytime you get him kind of cool pose, that springs in his feet will want to make him fall over. Alright, so like I said, this is a Voyager class figure, but he's not really your average Voyager figure. Here we have him with Starscream. You can see he's a good deal taller than him. And we get his apprentice, Megatron there. You can see still that Megatron towers over him, which is a little bit backwards, but I'm still glad that they managed to make a Voyager figure of him and still make it pretty big. I was a little bit worried that this figure was going to be fairly small, even though the character is really big. Alright, we've finished this up. I'm going to go to, if I can get him standing, just right there we go. Get a good close-up look of him. You can see his head vaguely resembles the Decepticon symbol here, especially with these this design right here. Has this weird kind of fish thing going on here on the sides. Overall, he is a very detailed figure. I really like the hints of orange in some certain creases of his body, make it look like he's burning from the inside out. And every little part of it is real detailed too, especially in his torso here, which I'll get to right now. And that looks really cool. And he does have a Decepticon symbol right there. Okay. Overall, I am really happy with this figure. It doesn't have any lights and sounds, which is fine with me. It doesn't really have any weapons. I wish it would have came with the staff that he has in the movie. That would have been really cool. Maybe some fan company will be able to produce that sooner or later, since they're making the the gun for Prime. The only thing I could really say about this figure that I would have liked to be. I would like it to be a little bit bigger. I mean, even if they could somehow fix or did something different with the legs here. I mean, he does have a little bit of a chicken leg going on there, but if they could somehow do it so you can straighten this just to give him a little bit more height, I would have really liked that, which made him just a little bit more menacing, just to give him a little bit more height, especially compared to Megatron. But other than that, I do recommend him. Great figure, probably one of the best Voyager class figures out of the line, and I highly recommend him. Until next time, thank you for watching.